Okay, so I'm recording now. Now, this is about the matrix system. That's why we're here. I'm going to be very brief without wasting or taking so much of our time. One way or the other, we have people who are traders here, people who are just starting with trading and all and all and all and all like that. The market can be so crazy sometimes, can be so devastating, can be so um breathtaking sometimes. But one thing still remains is that the fact that we do not exempt ourselves from the entire process makes us to achieve more progress. Now, speaking before you is Dandola, the founder and CEO of Pinnacle Matrix Forex Academy. I have a 5 years trading experience, and based on what I was saying recently, I'm saying we are here today because we never did give up one way or the other, regardless of challenges that might come and all, regardless of what the market might bring before us. We have never for a day decided to give up. I'm a full-time trader, and trading is my primary profession. So I'm saying all this to let you know that you are in safe hands. And as time goes by, you are going to be glad that you are dealing with Pinnacle Matrix. So the matrix system, what is the matrix system about? Now, the matrix system is an automated buy and sell arrow that allows you to take trades without excess analysis, because most time traders are scared of analysis, not because they are just scared, but because they have been unable to master how to properly do analysis. So today I'm going to be introducing you to the matrix system, matrix trading system, a structured trading software that prints automatic buy and sell directly on your charts. It is not random signals, it's a structured based, and the probability is driven by trading design to remove emotion and decision making. So it's more like traders don't traders are battling with decision making when it comes to trading. So that's why we have the matrix system to be able to avoid that. Now, how does the matrix system looks like? This is how the matrix system looks like. All right. This is how the matrix. I was trying to attend to some people. They're trying to join, having difficulty with it. So there are some people are going to join us still. So this is how the matrix system looks like. Now, if you can look at the matrix system, you will see it printing out. You see the matrix system printing out buy and sell. You can see all the arrows, a sell signal, buy signal. It's just a simple based trading system whereby the moment you open your charts, all you just have to look out for is the sell and the buy, the sell and the buy, just arrows. You are not doing any much analysis to it. So now, why does most traders fail? Why do most traders fail at the end of the day? One of the reasons why traders fail is because of emotional trading. And I tell people that emotional trading is not backed by, oh, a trader is being emotional, but rather is backed by the fact that a trader does not have a trading structure, a trading system. So you can only really have a stable emotion if you have a system that helps you to stabilize your emotion. So you cannot tell yourself that you want to be strong in trading with when you are trading a system that is not profitable. Once you have a profitable system, then obviously you can be able to stabilize your emotions. Then, like I said, no structured entry. Some traders don't know when to take trades, don't know when to exit. Poor risk management, over leveraging, no statistical edge. Those are some of the reasons why traders fail. Sorry, I'm rushing this. I don't want to take so much of our time. I want us to be done in no time. So, what makes the matrix system different? Now, what makes the matrix system different is it filters low quality setups. You only see entries at very important zones. You only see entries at very important zones. Then the matrix system aligns with market structure. Trading market structure is the best thing you can do to yourself. Aligning your strategy, your entries and exits with market structure is the best thing you can do to yourself as a trader. So the matrix system is designed and programmed. We, as the matrix system team, settled down, took months to design the matrix system through high advanced programming. So this is a programming stabilized such that it can be printing signals as the market goes on and on and on. So the matrix system also confirms trend direction. Trading against the trend is more like you putting yourself to doom. But a matrix system, you can be able to trade in the direction of the trend. And most importantly, the matrix system helps you to buy at cheaper rates and sell at higher rates. What do I mean? Pullbacks, you enter at a very good position. That's what the matrix system helps you to do. And I'm going to be showing you an example. So, who is the matrix system for? If you are a beginner trader and you have never traded before, and you just feel like, oh, I'm not really interested to go further to master trading itself, or while I am learning to master trading itself, I can be using the matrix system to take trades. The matrix system is good for you. Then busy professionals, people who are professional traders, but they are so busy that they are unable to analyze the market properly, because some people, their strategy might require them to take time on the market and all like that. But with the matrix system, you are not in that position. So the matrix system is also good for traders who are tired of guessing. A lot of traders, you enter a buy and you have a sniper stop loss. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You enter a buy. The moment you enter a buy, it goes straight to your stop loss. The moment you enter a sell, it goes straight to your stop loss. It's now as if the market is monitoring your entries, and it's like the market is only watching you. But that's not true. It's more like our trades are filled with guessing guessed entries rather. So with matrix system, it is definite. The arrows pop up, you take trades and follow the rules that aligns with it. Then the matrix system is also good for rule-based traders, because the matrix system comes with its own set of rules. It is not just a barbaric trading system. It's more like it comes with rules. Do this, do that, this, enter that, at so time, at so place, and you are good to go. Very simple rules that even a 2-year-old can abide by. So this is who the matrix system is for. Now, who is the matrix system not for? Obviously, the matrix system is not for people who want to get rich quick. I've never for once advised people or tell them, oh, you can do this, you can do that with forex and stuff. I am always an advocate for building forex like a business. Earlier today, I still received a voice note from someone who is talking about how we can take $100 to $1,000 or $10 to $100. I've not yet replied to the person, but obviously my reply is going to be the same I've ever given to others. You need to build trading as a business. There are times where there can be ups, there are times where there can be down, but at the end of the day, there should be progress. That's what we are just all about. So please, if you can still hear me, type two. If you can still hear me, type two. Let me know that you are with you guys, or you guys are still with me. If you can still hear me, type two. Good, 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 good. Two, all the way. Two, all the way. Okay, good. So now, who is the matrix system not for? For over leveraged gamblers, people who want to gamble in trading. Obviously, the matrix system is not for you. You do not belong here. Then people who like to break rules. At the end of the day, we realize that most traders, what they do is rule breaking. And I'm going to give you some crazy insights at the end of this webinar. So, how does the matrix system, how do we expect traders to apply the matrix system? Before I continue, I'd like to let you know that the matrix system has been in existence for more than a year now. That is to tell you we have been trading with the matrix system for more than a year. So it is not a new software that is coming up. The only thing that changes now is the fact that I just thought about it with my team, and this is the first time we are even running a webinar on the matrix system itself, or we are even telling the public about it. most of the time, what we do the matrix system is by the time we take our students, especially beginner students, we send the matrix system to them for free. And they can be using it to trade, to master their hands with trading and all of those stuff. A lot of people can bear witness to that. So, how do traders apply the system? You open your chart, obviously, you wait for an arrow to pop up. Without an arrow, there's no trade. You wait for an arrow to pop up. Then you confirm the trend. If the arrow pops up on a buy trend and it's giving you a buy arrow, obviously you buy. But if it's giving you the opposite, you avoid it. These are one of the rules applied, attached to the matrix system. Then you execute with risk control. The fact that an arrow has come out does not mean it is an arrow of God. It simply means an arrow has popped up. Enter your trade with proper risk control and proper risk management. That's why we have a support group, right? Where we can all be monitoring these and all like that. So also, traders are expected to manage trade professionally with the matrix system. Although we are going to explain how to make use of it as we are going. So now we are coming towards the end of this. But before we go here, let me quickly switch my screen so you can see the matrix system in real land. I want to open my charts. So please, if you can see my screen, type 3. If you can see my screen, type 3. I just changed my screen now. So if you can see my screen, type 3. Okay, 3. Thank you. So now this is how the matrix system looks like, as simple as it is like this. And if you can see my screen, obviously you can see arrows popping up. The white arrow here, which signifies a buy. The pink arrow here, which signifies a sell. Now, like I told you, we have settled down and programmed our strategy into the matrix system such that it follows all market structures and everything. Now, there's one disclaimer which I must say, or rather not a disclaimer, but it can still be a disclaimer or an advice for people who are coming to trading. One thing you must understand is there are a lot of scams in the forex industry, yeah. And when I say there are a lot of scams, is people are looking for things to sell to gullible people. Everybody's looking for a solution as long as trading is involved. Everybody's looking for a man that can make him more money, right? But or give him something, robot, whatever it is that can give them more money. But at the end of the day, there are certain things that we must. I think I'll even begin a series where I'm going in the general group where you guys are. I'll begin to drop some certain things you need to look out for when it comes to scam in the forex industry. So, in the terms of softwares like this, one thing you should know is that when people want to give you a software like this, they tend to give you something that looks very perfect. And when I mean very perfect, let's say for example now this arrow appeared at the top here. It says sell, right? Now, anybody that sees this is like, wow, so anytime the arrow pops up, I just begin to sell immediately. Another one pops up, sell, another one pops up, sell. Oh, if you see a software that only gives you this kind of scenario of perfection, you should avoid it because that's not how it is in real time. Now look at something. This arrow appeared here at this point but guess what the market did? The market sold against the trend. Now what am I saying? Am I saying the system is not good? That's not what I'm saying. But I'm trying to tell you that the system is still printing. The system printed an arrow here, but the market still went against the arrow, did something called a liquidity sweep on that entry position, but now went the direction the arrow is expecting it to go to in no distant time. If we look at the pips from when it gave arrow, let me quickly calculate. It's just 6 pips against the entry. But nevertheless, it still went against it a little as compared to all of these guys. Even this one too gave a buy, but still came down here before it went up. Now, one of the things that is going to happen when you start using this system, you get a certain rules. Like this kind of signal now, if you follow the rules we give you, you are not going to take this signal, for example, because it is against the trend. And in the process of teaching you how to use the matrix system, we're going to tell you how to follow the trend and the arrows that pop up. So, and like you can see, if I move back, you can see the arrow kept popping here. It gives signals, but kept popping up here at this point. That's to show you, it wants you to keep entering. This is a very strong zone. See, it entered here, it came up, entered here, came back up, and it kept until it fell crashed back. When I see signals like that keeps popping, then it's always a very strong sign to sell. You can see an order that I keeps printing. As today is Sunday, every trader knows that the market is closed. But once the market opens up, you will see it keeps popping up, and it follows the trend. The market opens, another one open. And the arrows comes up at candle close. The moment a candle closes, that's when it pops up. So you know that, oh, we are following that direction. Candle close is a very big secret. Whatever strategy you're even trading, always take note of candle close, regardless. So this system is traded based on, is created and programmed based on candle close confirmation. So as you can see the matrix system in real life sense. And you guys are going to get to use it. So let me stop my screen and get back to the main what I was sharing. So now back to it. So what is the next step is the for you to get, because now what happens is the way the matrix system is programmed, it is licensed such that if I send the matrix system to, let's say, Mr. Uche David now, for example, on the chat, if I send the matrix system to you, you cannot share the matrix system with another person, not because you don't want to, but because you cannot, based on the programming. And don't worry, you can try it when I send it to you. You can try it yourself and see that it doesn't work. The moment you put in something else, it begins to send an alarm. Don't worry, you're going to test it and see how it was. You can see proper programming done in the matrix system. So the matrix system is such that it is programmed and licensed to you alone. So if I say I want to send the matrix system to Mr. Uche, I'm going to license it on his account such that it cannot be given to another person. That is a way of we protecting our intellectual property. Now, nobody will sell what works to you. Trust me, as long as Forex is involved. I'm talking about a system, not teaching you a strategy. Teaching you a strategy is different. But someone giving you something and say this thing is working, no one will, no one will sell it to you. Rather, what they will do to it is to what they will do to it rather is to provide a subscription system on it. Because nobody will just willingly hand over it to you. That's not how people work. That's not how things work, rather. But you're going to find out what we're going to do with you guys at the end of the session. So the enrollment, you get full access to the matrix system, whereby you don't even need us throughout the period of you having the matrix system, except if you want to ask some questions and all. Then we guide you on how to install the matrix system, the risk management training. Then there's a private trader community where you can be and get access to information, and everybody can, oh, this is what's going on, this is what I'm watching, and all and all. The matrix system works on both Forex pairs and even cryptocurrency as long as it has a candlestick and can function on MT4. Now, note the matrix system is on MT4, and there might be a kind of a bad news. And what is the bad news is this system only works on laptop. That is the bad news for now. So we are still working with our developer to be able to make it functionable for the phone. But nevertheless, we have a solution on the phone. The system only works on the laptop, but we have a solution so that people who don't have a laptop can make use of it. So when we get to that bridge, we're going to cross it. So there's very limited access available. Like I said, this is the first time I am talking about the matrix system in public. I rather love to trade than to teach people or to involve people and say, oh, this is trading. And I rather trade by myself on my own. The highest I can do is to run a copy trading, which I do anyways. So it's to run a copy trading. But to start telling people, oh, come and join and do this on, it's really not in my vein. That is why if you notice the chat is not filled with so many people, because if it was until Friday that I announced the webinar. If we were really serious about it, we would have been advertising this for like months. But I really don't have it in me to do most of this advert. I prefer to trade, be on my laptop and trade. That's what I prefer to do. But Like I've told you, there are very limited access available. Now, originally, the matrix system is priced. I have people, and I just hope those set of people are not on the chat right now because it's going to be like a cheating. On a normal ground, we give out this matrix system for $50 for 6 month access. Remember, I told you we don't sell. I never sell this matrix system. So we give it out at $50 for 6 months. So after the 6 months, the matrix system automatically disappears from your system. Automatically. We don't need to chase you and tell you, hey, this, that, that. We give you access to it, license it for 6 months, a period of 6 months, and it disappears after that date. Now, for 12 months, we give you access to it for $80. But this is what I want us to do because we understand how the forex market works and a lot of scams and a lot of untrusts, unworthiness, and all of these things going around. What I prefer to do because I love integrity so much and I love to maintain a name. So what I'm going to do is I want you guys to test how this works for 7 days for free. No pay, you're not paying a dime. Go and see how the matrix system works because it's more like one of the reasons why we do this on subscription model is because anytime people use the matrix system, we are confident that they are going to come back to renew the subscription on it. Because once it is making money for you, the money you are paying for subscription is the barest minimum. In fact, it will even look as if it's like an appreciation gift and all. So for us to really give you that confidence, we will give you this system for free for 7 days so that you can test it and see how it works. Now, once we give you this, we want you to this 7 days is going to allow you to test the signal accuracy, see how it works, apply risk management framework, prepare your trading plan on how you want to make use of the system. Then you evaluate the structure and consistency, see how the system performs under real life markets. So it's not as if for me personally, I was talking to a friend. I don't really believe in back testing. Not because I don't do it, but I really believe in testing the market front end to see how it works in real life. Because by the time we start back testing, you'll be seeing so much accuracy. But when you get to the real life market, you now begin to see some kind of hula baloo. So we want you to test them. The market opens in few hours time. So we really want you to test the market, test how the matrix system work in real life. And we believe that in allowing the traders to evaluate performance based on rules and discipline. Now, there's one thing that is certain. Even after, even after the what do they call it now? After you get the system or after you subscribe or whatever it is, if you follow the rules, because we are going to give you some certain rules and regulations to follow to use the matrix system. Now, if we give you these rules and everything that you're supposed to apply, and you apply them, and you are still not profitable or you do not make money with them, then we will no doubt give you a refund back of your money. Now, I repeat again, if we give you a rule, so it's more like when you come and say, oh, you are not profitable. Like someone recently, we have had like 5 people from, I think, middle of last month that we gave out the matrix system to. Out of like 5 of them, we have only one person giving complaint. Now, I have requested, I told that person, oh, we want to do a refund for your money, even though the person paid half. He said, oh, we want to do a refund for your money. But before we do a refund, give me your trading history. I want to see your trading history and see how you have been trading so far. But from what I've heard, the guy is gambling, trying to turn $20 to $500 in 1 hour and stuff like that. So obviously, he's not going to get the result he wants. And up to today, he has not sent me a straight history, and he has still not even replied my message on his trading techniques at all. So we believe that if you follow the rules, trading is rules. Now we are giving you a system that can make you profitable. Follow the rules, and if you feel that it does not work for you, come for a money back. So it's more like we wait for you, we keep your money and we wait for you, hoping that you come to collect it back. And if you do not collect it back, we are hoping you bring another one to tell us that you want to extend the subscription for it. Now, there's one thing I will tell you. I said you have two options. You see that you continue trading the way you have always traded, because I won't lie to you. If you already have a solution, you will stop searching. Like I am like this, I can't remember the last time I searched for a solution when it comes to trading. So the moment you find it, it's more like a eureka moment. I can still remember the days where I was searching for solution, jumping from this person, jumping from one person. But the moment you find it, it's just like the Greek physician. He found a solution to a certain math problem and he shouted Eureka. Eureka simply means I have found it. So when you get your Eureka moment, you will stop searching. And I really hope this for you might be your Eureka moment. Now, this is my advice. In as much as you might want to get the matrix system, it is still advisable that you find ways to master trading itself and do not rely on the system. You can see the advice I'm giving. The advice I'm giving you is such that you will not continue subscribing. So it is good you master trading. So this matrix system is to help guide your mastery of the forex market itself. So on the process of mastering it, you are still learning to master it such that by the time you master it, you do not need our matrix system again. That is what growth actually is. So we want to see you go from that level and tell us, oh, Pinnacle Matrix, thank you very much for your services. We will no longer require your services because we have mastered the market ourselves. Really hope and watch for that day. So for now, it is either you continue trading the way you have always traded, guessing, hoping, reacting, having the prayer strategy, the hope strategy, or you step into a structural system designed around profitability, discipline, long-term consistency. Now, the matrix system is not magic. It is structure and rules. And structure changes everything. So if you are serious about trading professionally, this might be your next step to be able to achieve that which it is. Because I know looking for solution can be so stressful, frustrating. You give up on trading, you come back again, you give up, you come back, being in a cycle over and over and over and over again. It can be very crazy. So I hope you are not in that situation. Now, why are we offering all this to you? Because we are confident that once you experience structured trading, you will not want to go back guessing. Now, we make this all very easy for you. I'm rounding up already. We make this all easy for you. We are giving a 7 days free trial, which is going to start tomorrow. So if you are really interested in getting it, you just drop your interest in the group. The group is always open. I do not lock my group because we do not do any shady things here. So the group is always open. Tell me that you're interested in the matrix system. I'll get across to you. Then we are going to get it done. Now note that in getting the matrix system, we give you a broker you register with. Then it is the broker's login details we use to license it. Those are some of the um, licensing protocols we have to follow to get it right. So we license it to a certain broker ID number. So you just tell us that you're interested in it. And like I said, we make this easy. Even after you have tested it for 7 days and you still want to go ahead and get it, you can always break your payment. Instrumental payment is always allowed. So it's more like some people might pay for the first half and they're like, oh, maybe I'm good, or oh, maybe one thing or the other, they don't longer want to pay. So we do not put people in a position of tight corners. We want it to be flexible and all. So I don't know if there's any question. Let me entertain questions. If there's any question, please you can go ahead and ask me. I think there's an avenue to raise your hand. If you raise your hand, I can just unmute you so you can talk. Any questions? If you have any question in the group, just type one in the chat, then I will mute you. If you have any question, just type one in the chat, then I'm going to unmute you. Okay, it seems there are no questions from everybody here. So if there are no questions, I believe, okay, someone is raising up, Yunana. Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, please. Yunana, you can unmute, please. You can unmute and speak, except if you just want to type.
Huh?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Dandola.
Thank you very much. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my question is, what's the is there a certain amount, minimum amount to before you can subscribe for the software, and then the software that means it means is it that you have to wait and place the trade yourself, or is the one that trades automatically? Because I heard you say the automation, and then it's like it's
Okay.
something that you have to wait and trade by yourself. That's the
Okay,
question.
okay. That's a very good question, and thank you because I did not break that down. Now, it is you trading yourself. This is not a robot. This is a signal providing software that tells you when to enter your trade or not, or when to enter, when to exit the trade from. So it is not a robot. We do not offer robot services whereby the robot just picks the trade and takes your trade for you. So it's more like you are still involved in the trading. But now we are now helping you break down your time you spend in analyzing. Like I've said, all you just need to do at this point is just to open the chart and check for signals. Trying to share again and check for signals. So by the time you see a signal, let's say for example now, this last arrow that point came out now is showing a cell. Then you will manually on your own enter a cell. The system is not going to open a cell for you. It does not do that. It only tells you when to enter a cell or not. Now, the reason why this is also an analysis tool is because even with the arrows showing up, there are certain arrows that you will see and you still not trade when we give you the rules. By the time we give you the rules, there are certain arrows you will still see and you will not trade them. Then, in terms of minimum, I don't know if you are talking about minimum capital to trade with. If you are talking about minimum capital to trade with, it all depends on your own appetite. And okay, how much you really want to trade. This is not a robot. So if it was a robot, we would tell you that this is the minimum capital to trade with. So you can as well use whatever capital you have been using in the past to trade with it. So there's no minimum. But if it is for the um getting access to the system, obviously we stated that it was $50 for 6 months, then $80 for a year. But we are giving it out free for 7 days. That is starting from tomorrow, Monday, up until Tuesday, because we have 5 trading days. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Monday, Tuesday already. So by next week, that's next week, Tuesday, that is when the 7 days um trial ends. Then at that point, you'll be able to figure out, oh, if this is what I can go for, if I want to really go for this or not. So was I able to answer your question, sir? So if you haven't, someone asking, okay. If you have any question again, let me wait for like 10 seconds before we call it a day. If you have any question, please let me know. You can raise up your hand or you can just type one in the chat. I'm going to unmute you. There's any question? Okay, Mr. Allah, yeah. Yes, sir, you can unmute now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah, my question is this, like, does that mean the system, the team can only work on the system? Is it
Yes.
possible we can pick up on the phone too?
Now, it only works on the system, but we now have an alternative that we can use to substitute for phone. So if you are one of the person that do not have a system to get access to, there's a way we can do it that the system is going to be sending you an alert on your phone and tell you it is time to sell, it is time to buy. So by that, if you are looking at that alert, you won't need to even have the system viewing on your phone, on your, what do they call it, on your laptop again. So this is just going to be dropping you an alert on your phone like an SMS. That's the way we can program it to give you that. So If you don't have a system, there's an alternative. You always have a solution. Okay, please, another question. Can you try that with the tryout too? Yes, yes. I'm going to work on that's what I'm going to do throughout tomorrow. I'm going to work on that throughout tomorrow. So you can try it with the do it with the try. Definitely, you can do it with the tryout too. Definitely. Any other question, please? I will drop it. The system. Okay, Mr. Uche. The system is $50 for 6 months. 6 months for $50. A year is 80. So I only have that 50 and 80. That means I don't plan on anyone that wants to do anything outside of 1 year, still have to do a new one again. So $50 for 6 months. Before we normal as at last year, it was $50 for a month if we were doing it, but it's more like let's make it reasonable. So it's $50 for 6 months. We have people already in that plan already. $50 for 6 months. But now 7 days free, starting from tomorrow till Tuesday. Any other question? Please, even though you don't ask me a question here, you can always ask me a question on the group. The group is always open. The only time we are going to have issues on the group is when people send something that is not related to trading or bringing a scam link or bringing a scam, anything scam or trying to take people to another group. We block you, we delete the message and we remove you from the group. Apart from that, everybody can discuss. This is not a scam group. So we are not locking the group so that we can keep people from talking. So anybody can say anything in the group. So you can always ask your question after now, even though you don't want to ask now. So I believe there are no questions again. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate, even though it was a very short notice. In fact, it was not in my blood to really hold this meeting, but I still held it anyway. So thank you guys for coming up. See you when I see you. Have a wonderful day.